students of class 11 who will who will be admitted in the DMCCL Grade. For that students, I am going to teach first chapter set and its operation. So first question is that students, what is set? What is set? So for this a set is a well defined collection of elements. A set is a well-defined collection of elements. Here is a term well-defined. It is a very vital. Well-defined means well-defined defined means which element belong to the set and which does not belong to the collection. Well defined means which element belongs to the collection and which does not belong to the collection. This is the meaning of well defined collection. Well defined collection, this is the meaning. So well defined collection is only called set. Collection which is well defined is called set. The collection which is not well defined is not a set. As for example, we take collection of vowels of English alphabets. In this collection, elements are A, E, I, O, U. These only will belongs to this collection. A, E, I, O, U. This collection does not contain B, C, D, F, G, etc. This collection does not contain B, C, D, E. So, above collection is well defined. So, it is a set having elements A, E, I, O, U. This is the defined collection. In this collection, only these elements will belong, but B, C, D do not belong. So it is a well-defined collection. So it is a set. This collection is a set. Which collection is not a set? The collection of all the talented writers of India. That collection of all the talented writers of India is not well defined because there is difficult to measure talented writers. There is no parameter. So this collection is not well defined, so it is not a set. So for set, collection should be well defined. So a well defined, we are coming to a point, a well defined collection of elements is called set. This is the definition of set. Now we will come to the point to write a set. How we can denote a set? What is the denotation of a set? I am going to a set is denoted by capital letters of English alphabet. A set is denoted by capital letters of English alphabet. As for example, A, B, C, D, E. It is. These are the denotion of set. Now, I have completed what is set and denotion of set. Now, method of writing the set. First is roster method or tabular form. Second is set builder form. There are two methods are popular in writing the set. First is roster method or tabular method. Both are same, name are different. Here is a set builder form. So how we can write a set in roster method? I am going to clear. A is a set having elements A, E, I, O, U. This is the written in roster method, tabular method. In a curly bracket, elements will be written by comma. A, comma, E, comma, I, comma, O, U. This is written in roster form or tabular form. This is the form method. Tabular form method. If this set you want to write, if we want to write in set builder form, then A is written as X such that X represents vowels of English alphabets. Vowels of English alphabet. So writing this set A as this is called set builder form. This is written in set builder form. X represents vowel of English alphabet, that is A, E, I, O, U. So this is written in set builder form and this is written in roster form. So two methods are developed in mathematics of writing a set, a roster form and set builder form. Now after this, one thing I want to clear. Suppose A has element A, E, I, O, U, then we can say A belongs to set A. A symbol of belongs to. It is symbol of belongs to. B does not belongs to set A. Symbol of does not belongs to. So belongs to and does not belongs to. A is a member of A. It means A belongs to A. E is a member of A. E belongs to A. I is a member of A. So I belongs to A. But B does not belongs to. B is not a member. So we can write B does not belongs to A. These are the two symbols of belongs to and does not belongs to. That is, it is a member of this set or it is not a member of this set. In this way, we develop this symbol belongs to and does not belongs to. Next we come set. Mainly there are two kinds of set. First is finite set and second is infinite set. Finite set and infinite set. The set now come finite set. The set whose elements can be counted is called finite set. The set whose elements can be counted is called finite set. As for example, A, E, I, O, U. Here we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, number of elements of A, it is symbol, number of elements is 5. So, it is counted. So, it is a finite set. Also, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This elements is counted. 5, 6. So, NB is 6. So, it is also a finite set. This is NB means number of elements of B6. It is also called cardinal number. 6 is also called cardinal number of set B. Cardinal number of set B is 6 and cardinal number of set A is 5. These are example of finite set. Now we come to the infinite set. finite set, the set whose elements cannot be counted is called infinite set. Natural number n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is uncountable. We cannot count how many natural numbers. Whole numbers. Set of whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on. So this is infinite set. So n set n and whole number w is are infinite sets. Are infinite set. So there are mainly two kinds of set: finite set, infinite set. Now also in finite set there are other set also. Empty set. The set which has no element. The set which has no element is called empty set. It is denoted by this symbol phi or in this way. There is no element, null set. As for example, in a girl school, set of boys will be null set, because in girls school only girls are there, no boys are studying, so this will come under null set, empty set. Empty set is also empty set is also called null set, void set, set. Null set or void set same, they are representing empty set. Now second, singleton set. Singleton set. The set which has only one element. The set which has only one element is called singleton set. As for example, if B is a set, only A element, it is a singleton. A, only two, these are the singleton set. It has only one element, A, and B has only one element, A has only one element, 2. Now we come pair set. This set which has only two elements is called pair set. As for example, C is a set, only AB, pair set. 1, 2. This is the pair set. Now we come to the point pair set, empty set, sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent set if and only if NA is equal to NB. Only number of elements will be equal. Only number of elements in both the sets are equal. Element may be different. Element may be different. As for example, if A has element A, B, C, B has elements 1, 2, 3, so A is equivalent to B. They are equivalent set. It has 3 elements, it has 3 elements. So these are called equivalent set. Now equal set. Equal set sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have same number of elements and elements are also equal. Elements are also equal. As for example, A, B, C, B, A, B, C. So A is equal to B. A and B are equal set here. Both have same element, same number of elements. It has 3 elements, it has also 3 elements, and corresponding elements are same. So this is the equal set. So equal set completed. Now we come subset. What is subset? If, by example, we can understand what is subset. If A is a set having elements A, B, C, so by taking elements of A, B, C, we make a set. As for A1 is a set having A elements A2, B, A3, C, and A4, AB, A5, BC, A6, AC, and null set is also subset. So we see that elements of A is a elements of A1, A is also elements of A. So A1 is contained in A. A2 is contained in A, A3 is contained in A, so these are called, so A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and A6 are called subset of A, because elements of this set are taken from A. So these are subset of A. By symbol we can denote of set A. So by symbol A1 is a subset of A. A2 is a subset of A. A3 is a subset of A. A4 is a subset of A. Subset of A. Every null set is a subset of each set. Null set is a subset of each set. So, as you know, any set is a subset of itself. Any set is a subset of itself. So A is a subset of A. Here we see this symbol and there is difference of this symbol. It is a subset, but this set is a subset of A. It is also equal. So this equality sign is there. Here is a this type of sign, because A is a subset of A and it is also equal to A. So this symbol is used. So this is the subset. So how many subset of a set? There is a formula, we can count total number of subsets. How many? So, total number of subsets of set A is 2 to the power n. That is, here n is 3, 2 power 3, n is 3, so 8. This will contain 8 subsets. So A must have, so A must have 8 subsets. It is a formula by which we can find number of subsets of a finite set. Number of subsets. A must have 8 subsets. Now, this is the concept of subset. Now we come for power set. Power set. What is power set? Power set, that is power set of A. If A has these elements ABC, so elements of power set will be all the subsets of A. A, B, C, AB, BC, AC, ABC and null set. So it has 8 subsets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the power set of on set A, because this contain all the subset of A as a element. These are subset of A. These are the elements of power set of A. Power set of A. AB belong to power set of A. AB belongs to power set of A. So power set so power set of is the power set of a set is the set which contains all the subset of subset of set A as its element. This is the power set on A. Similarly, if B is elements, B has elements 1, 2, so PB has elements 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 5. This is the elements of power set of A. Here 1A belongs to PB, but there is a confusion between the students. This does not belongs to B. It is a set. So a set cannot belong to set, but it is a power set. So this belongs to PB and 1 belongs to B, we can write. 1 belongs to B. It is correct, but this is not correct. So power set has elements that is subset of B. Subset of B, power set of B, subset of B. Power set of C, the elements will be subset of C. This is the concept of power set. Power set. Right?